Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Coffee Talk on the Radical Geek channel. So, give me the thumbs up if everything sounds okay and looks okay, because as you can see, we're in my actual kitchen, and that means everything was in chaos. But let's see who we've got here. I'm just going to pretend that everything's working and we know that we're good. But let's see. I see Air Fry and Auntie and Carrie are here. And Carrie's at 352 days on his no coffee or caffeine adventure. So Sharon has joined us. Hoofinet's here. Hey, Hoofinet. Oh, grandbabies. Let's see. And Tutu Cat is here. Novice Coffee. No worries. This is not a pro coffee place. So let's see. And Gigi's here. Hey, good evening. And Rickwin. And Strong. Nice to see everybody here. Oh, is it dark? I hesitate to fiddle with it too much. You know what? It's probably because I set it up and there were lights coming through the window. So let me see if I can adjust it just a smidge. Let's see. Is that better? That seems better, doesn't it? If it's not better, well, that's where it's going to be. How that? Better? So, I think it's because I have big windows here, and earlier the light was shining through, so it was like ridiculously brilliant. So, hopefully that kind of fixed it and made it a little easier to see. I was hoping tonight, oh hey Marion, good to see you, thanks for joining us, that my new teas were going to arrive, but they did not, so I'm just making a coffee. Good, I'm glad that that helped. So, and we're going to do the same thing. We had that breakfast blend that came from Visual Keto, and I've decided to just go ahead and let's do a French press on it. Let me get my water going. And so now you can see why I keep telling you that my kitchen is tiny. You can see here's my main counter, the sink, the dishwasher is right here, my stove is right here. I can touch from one end and I'm short. So, oh hey OP, good to see you, and Hungry Heath has joined us. I thought you would like this shirt, Hungry Heath. So, let's see. Oh, and OP says this looks like the basket from her GE air fryer, 8 functions. Yeah, and I have the Instapot air fryer, so that's what I'm going to stick in it tonight. So very easy. So unfortunately it's just coffee tonight, but lots of good stuff. And, you know, like I said, I'm amidst, this is what we call con crunch. So everyone is in a tizzy, and of course, when everybody is like stress up to here, that's when we start like little bits of scuffling amongst ourselves. That is ridiculous. And then later we're like, well, that was dumb, but we did it anyways. Yeah, hey Brenda, good to see you. So let me grab my water. If you remember French pressing, and we'll get to see how this comes out. So let's go ahead and we're gonna bloom the coffee. I'm just going to give it just enough to saturate the grounds and let them expand. We're doing, and I put the lid on so it can stay warm. Let's see. Oh, and OP says, oh, you got parchment paper to put in the basket. That would be nice. That would be smart, especially with this tonight. But let's see. Oh, Marion just got home from the 2KK meetup in Orlando. Oh, I'm so jealous. But like, I'm wicked jealous of the weather, even though it's cold enough there. I saw on the news that your iguanas are clunking out of the trees. I love iguanas. So, hey Renee, good to see you tonight. And just Jen Delaney. This is, oh yeah, on location. Is Dyson in the basement? No, he's actually right down here staring at me. Like, what are you doing in the kitchen, Dyson? But that's okay. He can look hopeful. Let's see. Oh, and the Warden and Hungry Heath are eating rainbow trout. That's one of my favorites. I mean, we're always inside, just usually we're not inside my kitchen. It took me forever to kind of figure out how to set up the camera so I could move and like not be knocking into everything. So it's still not quite right, but it's better than it was. So I figured, why not? Let's see. Oh, lots of hellos back and forth. In the meantime, so I kind of wish that I could show you guys this a little bit better, but yeah, you can see now that the coffee has not well, you can't see, I can see that the coffee has not completely absorbed all of the liquid yet, but it did expand and grow up in the casing just a little bit. So I'm gonna actually give this a turn so I can pour it out properly into my glass. So. Oh, Attila said he thought that was when you knew you were a true Floridian, when the iguanas fall on you. I don't know about that. I think it has to get like unusually cold for them to freeze up and fall out of the trees. Oh, hey Susie. Susie Underwood has joined us. I made turkey thighs, bacon, and beef back ribs today. Oh, I kind of crave turkey thighs right now. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know. Like I've been like really hungry all day, but also really cold. So I'm not sure if the two are related or what. Oh, and Brenda tested negative, but still doesn't have taste. So you finished off the sardines. I heard that it takes a little bit longer for the taste to return. So yeah, but hey, it's a good time to eat the things that you don't like, right? So let's see. Oh, and Susie also ground up beef chuck roast for hamburgers. Wow, you are on it today. That's amazing. Oh, and Renee says she grew up in Pensacola. They didn't have iguanas there, but did grow up playing with the baby alligators. A friend of mine from here actually just moved down to Florida recently and sent me the picture saying that she ran into her first alligator. It was just a baby though. It looked like it was this big and it was so skinny. I was like, that alligator needs some meats. So, all right, anyways, while I wait for this to prep, I'm going to tell you what we're making tonight. I called it this ain't no scotch egg because I'm not using pork sausage. We're going to use beef. And also skirting the line on whether it's BBBE compliant or not. If you allow pork rinds in your BBBE adventure, then it's already BBBE. If you do not, then it's not. But you can skip the pork rind step, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But what I have here is a big old plate of pork rind crumbs, and then I have some very soft boiled eggs. Oh, one of them is soft enough that a piece of it is coming apart, so I'll have to wrap it real careful. Hoping that they don't overcook. They usually still get overcooked anyways, but oh, and hey Blue Dove, good to see you this evening. So I have that, and then let me get my water. I'm dying for this coffee, you all. So, and that's the other reason that the kitchen is not always my preference, because I have to like turn my back on you, and I feel like that's a little bit rude, but you know, we'll all survive. Most of you know me. Anyways, let's get this coffee going. I've been literally thinking about it for like, I don't know, a ridiculously long time. Now the good news about being upstairs, go ahead and get this, is that when I forget things, it's still right here. Like I forgot my long spoon to give this a quick stir, but ta-da, right from the drawer. I'm just going to give it a couple stirs one way and then the other way, and then we put the lid back on and we let it steep. That'll be about 4 minutes. So we'll set this to the side and we'll talk a little bit more about the eggs, or you know, whatever question you have. Oh, thanks OP. Well, yeah, this is tiny space, and there are some parts that you can't see just because of the camera angle, but like we've got my electrical, we've got a strip right over here, and then of course then like just like it's like a little bit messy, but we've got, this is my butter that sits on the counter, my favorite measuring cups, the bullet blender, and then, you know, like your cleaning stuff. And then right back here I have my thermo flasks, and of course the air fryer, the stove, and fridge is right there. I go out of screen when I hit the fridge, but I'm going to get it anyways. But to show you how close it is, if I just lean back. But that is because I was lazy-ish and I prepared my meat ahead of time. So we will talk about that in a second. Oh, and Air Fryer Nanny says I have twice as much counter space. Well, the good news is that I actually do also have a bunch of extra counter space, because what we did in the half where there used to be like dining table and stuff, that was taken out and we put in shelving around the little perimeter there. So we've got a coffee station behind the camera, which has the espresso maker, a second espresso maker, and then the drip coffee and Keurig. And then right behind the camera on this side, I've got a microwave and the really big Instapot. And a bunch of stuff stored on the shelves below, so. Oh, Susie said she had that stomach bug that's going around. Oh, I known quite a few people. It spread through my coworkers like wildfire, and I was so glad that I was not at that meeting. So I actually had a conflicting meeting that required me to stay. This is the kitchen tour. So, but, oh, and then like through that door, that's our little sitting room. It's a little teeny tiny, has a big comfy chair and stuff like that, so. Keith, I'm not going spinning the camera around. That's like just asking for me to trip over the cable. I am not prepared for that level of activity yet. I think you saw at Keto Palooza, I am not the most graceful person. Oh, and good news for Renee. Her boss texted and said she got tomorrow off, that she was able to get coverage for the full-time staff. 4-day weekend. Nice. I'm working tomorrow. We do not have that as a holiday. If you want to do an alternate holiday, as in you don't do Christmas, if you don't do Good Friday, instead of Good Friday, you can choose another holiday. I actually just chose solstice instead of Good Friday, so it'll be blessedly lovely on Good Friday when I go to work, because I will be like one of 2 people there. Perfection. All right, so I was telling you, I've got my pork rinds here. Then I've got my hard-boiled eggs, well, soft-boiled eggs, that will become hard-boiled eggs as we cook them. This is just to change it up a little bit, because I tried a couple versions where I used some bacon wraps and it just wasn't as good. But I took bacon crumbles and then I whizzed them up in my bullet blender, so it's like bacon powder. And I'm going to just dump that on here. Check it out. How convenient is this? Right into the dishwasher. Anyways, and I'm going to mix that into my pork rind crumbs. So the bacon is going to go right into the outer coating. So I would say though that if you are BBBE and you don't do pork rinds, you would mix the bacon crumbles or bacon powder into the ground beef, and don't do an entire coating of the bacon crumbles, because then they won't be protected by the pork rind crumbs and they will burn. Anyway, so let me pat that out. So let's see. Oh, Brenda says bacon powder is like fairy dust. And Susie's asking how I cook my eggs to be soft boiled. So this will blow your mind. I did them in the air fryer. I put my eggs in the basket and then I put them on 275 for 13 minutes. You do not preheat for the eggs or they will not cook enough. You put them right at the very beginning, and by the time it preheats and then runs 13 minutes, soft boiled eggs. So, and that's been my favorite way to do them. It comes out way better. I've tried them in the Instapot for soft boiled. Instapot is perfection for hard boiled. I don't quite got it down for soft boiled. And trying to do them on the stove in water forget it. Little dog, I don't know what you were hoping for, but it ain't happening. So, the other thing I did is actually, before I continue, is I want to tell you the little thing that I had. So, I asked everybody to go and make a comment on a video, and it is in the description of this one, so you can see it there. But I have this KetOH-IO core here. One of them is the dairy-free unsweetened, and one is dairy-free stevia. And what I'm going to do is a little bit further into this stream is go over to the pick a winner and pick someone off of that. So yeah. Oh, hey Justin, great, twinsies. So I'm gonna set that aside now. But whoever wins that, I'm just gonna send you these little samples of the KetOH-IO core. It's just a 2-pack, so it's not like it's anything that's like a great big deal. That's why it was not like, oh, I'm doing a great big giveaway. It's 2 packs of KetOH-IO. However, in this day and age, 2 packs of KetOH-IO is nothing to sneeze at right now. So, let's see. I missed something. Oh yeah. All right. Well, compliments on the baking powder. So, what I have here is, first we're going to pour my coffee. It's like those teasing videos, right? Because I'm so discombobulated. We're going to plunge first. Just very slowly. When you are doing that, all you do is you just very, very slowly push the plunger down. You don't want to do it real fast, because then you will stir up and some of the fines will, well, more of the fines than usual will leak through. And yes, this is the traditional French press versus the no plunge or any of the other things that you can do with one. Oh, and Else Wilson is hoping to win one of the cores. Yeah, I was thinking that I wouldn't like the one with stevia, but I tried it and I did. And I am not a stevia fan. However, it did have a little bit of that aftertaste. Oh, thanks, Marion. Marion says she likes my haircut. I was so pleased. It was such a relief to get it done. I've been waiting forever. Oh, and Rickwin made waffles with the salted caramel KetOH-IO this morning. Sunday's become waffle day. I've been hungry all day. I have been an eating machine, so I just ate. But about 5, I got super hungry again, and I was like, I'm eating at 6, you know, at 7 or whatever, so I'm waiting for that. Oh, and Renee's asking how long we leave our huge ass steaks out before cooking. For me, probably about half an hour to 45 minutes. I take them out and I season them up, and then I set them aside. Then I give them a light pat with the paper towel, not enough to take the seasoning off, but enough to pick up any moisture that has risen to the surface. Oh, just Jen, no, it's not. I see that you're asking about Carrie, and he was on at the very beginning. He's not to 365 yet. It's getting there. Let me scroll back, because he did tell us 352 days. So, yeah, I don't know if he fell asleep or though, because he has been quiet. I'm missing his jokes. So, but he'll catch the replay every so often. He, you know. But yeah, it's pretty close. When you make a big change like that and have like a big accomplishment, that's exciting. So, anyways, okay, so here's the next step. And this is why they're not Scotch eggs. Let me pull my sleeves up. This is ground beef. I am using ground beef. Now, if you're doing BBBE, mix some salt with your beef. Or if you have smoked salt is phenomenal. If you are not BBBE, season up however you want. Add some fresh herbs, add some garlic, add, you know, make sure you add salt and pepper though. Add some salt and pepper, add some chili flakes, you know, go wild. Live that dream. But, and then what you're going to do is you want to press it out real thin. And this is, you would do this for Scotch eggs as well with the sausage. I just rolled mine out ahead of time so that we didn't have to screw around with it during the live stream. And any of the bits that I peel off, I'll just make into a little patty. But very easy. I'm going to do the difficult egg first. Throw it in there, and we're just going to peel our beef off so that we can wrap it around real nice and seal it up. Oh, air fry nanny, what makes it a Scotch egg? It's sausage, breakfast sausage, and breadcrumbs. So since I'm using beef, and pinch off my extras here. Ooh, I'm gonna be able to make like a whole patty. That'll be nice. But you want to make sure that you get it good and sealed. Part of me was like, maybe I wish I had had some shredded cheese. Oh yeah, you could absolutely make a coffee rub. Anyway, so here we are. So now I've got myself a nice little softball sized piece of to-go. And if you want, you can roll it in egg. I like a lighter coating on there, and I am okay if some of it comes off. So I do not roll this in eggs first. I just dump it right in, and I just roll it because it gets a really nice little light coating, which is what I prefer. So go you, if you need like a big thick breading, then you want to put an egg wash first. I, however, am happy with a little bit of a light coating, and it sticks. The ground beef is plenty wet enough of its own accord to hold the breading. And we just gently place it right in there, and it's going to stick. There's no way to get around it. It's going to stick. So that will be the problem at the end. Oh, Exchange Student 2 just got the notification. Yeah, YouTube is bad about that. It's very annoying. I miss a lot of notifications, and it really kind of cheeses me off a bit. So let me wrap this next egg. And that's also though why you have to get real thin on the sausage, because remember that you have to cook the meat all the way through. But you don't want to make the egg so well cooked that it's unpleasant to eat. Oh, Jackie's notification said live in 30 minutes at 6:30. Oh, what a bummer. Like, I think the YouTube notifications are probably the worst. I've been trying to set up my reminders in my phone. I'm not very successful at that yet, but that is one thing I am trying to do. So, yeah, Brenda also says they had to put theirs on the phone. I'm going to go ahead and just wrap both of these eggs and get that out of the way. Then we'll roll them in the crumbs. So, oh, and Blue Dove has espresso powder. I was wondering if that would work in a rub. It does work in rubs, some rubs, but ground coffee, it's just, I don't know, something about it really, really comes out nice in your barbecue rubs or steak rubs or whatever your coffee coating. And Air Frying Auntie says she also sets her own notifications because the YouTube notification system is unreliable. One thing that I haven't tried yet with this is I kind of thought that when I press out the patties like this, at some point it might be nice to put like a little bit of shredded cheese in there, but I didn't prep for that, and I didn't think of it in time to really think that it would be good to try while we're live. But I thought that might be nice, a nice addition. Okay, I'm going to step out of the camera for a second and throw stuff in the garbage. Well, actually, I'm going to wait a second and coat these. Then we'll throw stuff in the garbage. All right. But yeah. So we'll give these a roll. What else we got here? Oh, Rick Wynn's having a productive day. Sounds great. I got stuff done, but like today, I don't know. My entire body was just like, you need to chill. Like, I slept in. I never sleep in unless I am sick, but I wasn't sick. I think it was just like all of the stress of upcoming events. So there's my 3 eggs. And let me set this aside. Ooh, this is going to be a great burger in the morning. Let me pat it into a burger. Let's see. Oh, and exchanged into made 2 packs of oven bacon at breakfast and had a bunch of Keto Crate stuff. Nice. I'll tell you, the January Keto Crate stuff was great, but I'm sad to hear that they did not fulfill everybody with January. So I hope that they come out a little bit better. All right, now I'm going to disappear while I throw stuff in my trash can, but my trash can's just right there. Papers. All right, and we could throw this in the dishwasher. I kind of like the ease of cleaning up as I go. I'm gonna disappear again and get a Ziploc bag from the pantry. So make some comments while I'm disappeared. See, it's just easy because now I'm gonna put this leftover meat in here and fry that up tomorrow. So now you know what I'm having for breakfast: a hamburger patty and some hard-boiled eggs, or possibly one of these not Scotch eggs. Oh, and Phil and Horty says they've been putting the roasted tomatillo avocado salsa on everything. Man, I saw a picture of that tomatillo avocado salsa. It looked amazing. There we go, right into the fridge. I'm gonna set this to the side. Now I'm gonna preheat my toaster oven. We're gonna put it to 390 degrees on air fry, and we're gonna set it for 13 minutes. So air fry. Sorry, it's taking me a second to remember what I was doing. Wrong way. Okay. All right, so we've got that. As soon as it preheats, we can stick those eggs in there. And I need a wipe here to clean off my counter, because even though I was careful, there's little crumbs everywhere. And I'm going to pour my cup of coffee. I let it steep too long, but I'm hoping that makes it good and extra sturdy. Just thinking. Oh, and Air Fry Nanny said she had to go give her leftover boxes to someone. Nice. All right, coffee's great. I am very pleased. Wow, I actually think that the breakfast blend might taste better French pressed than it did with the V60, which is saying something, because I almost always prefer V60. It's my favorite brew method. I don't know why I'm doing that, since more crumbles are going to come off, but let's just take care of it, right? So this is why we don't cook in the kitchen. So, all right. Anyways, let's see what we've got while we wait. Oh, Hunger He says the only thing he found wrong with Renee's salsa was that she didn't bring me any. Oh yeah. Well, aren't you still, even though you guys are in the same state, she's still a little far to be bringing that kind of salsa. Almost reminded me of a crema, because of the creaminess of the avocado. You could mix it with some sour cream, or even go to the store and get some crema, and I bet that would be like heaven. Oh, and Air Fry Annie has a tip for us. Says if anyone's trying to get rid of things, look on Facebook for Buy Nothing Project in your town. That's really cool. and exchanged into is asking what day is my 10-year ketoversary. And I have to tell you, I don't know. I just know that it's coming up real soon, because I don't remember my dates. I had my surgery in January, and so there was that, but I had the seizures for a couple months before they forced me to try the new diet. So, and I wasn't compliant for a bit right at first, so I'm not 100% what I would call my 10-year ketoversary. I would probably wait until like March. It just seems like a generous way to call it. That would give me plenty of time for a lot of that stuff to be worked out. Jackie says that she likes BBBE for the most part, but occasionally gets the urge for things, and that Jim is wanting candy right now. Yeah, candy is a hard one, but is he wanting like hard candies, or could you, if you don't have any, is it too much temptation for you? Because the other thing you could do is just melt down the allulose and make it into a caramel. Make him a couple little caramel candies. I mean, it's still an awful lot of sweetener. I really don't recommend it as an all the time thing, but you could pull it off. Early on in my keto journey, that kind of thing was very helpful. Now it's too sweet and I don't enjoy it, even when we tried it for recipes, and I'm like, it tastes good except for it's too sweet. So that might be one thing that could help with the candy. Oh, and Hungry Heath says Renee was only 3 hours away, and Rickwin responds that hey, in Texas 3 hours is only just down the road. See? Yep. Oh, and Just Jen is asking if I've ever had the butter case cheese. She just bought some, trying to decide if she likes it or not, or how to use it. I haven't. I don't find it in our markets here, so it's not like I have anything against it. I just haven't come across it that often. And not only do I not find it in our creameries, I definitely don't find it when I'm lazy and just shopping at the grocery or Costco. All right, I'm going to throw these in. I had to add my minutes back on. I didn't hear the initial beep that said it preheated, so I had to add it back on. I guess it ran while I was talking to you guys. So a couple more crumbs. So let's see. Let's see, what did Brenda suggest? I missed it. Brenda said maybe try making the brown butter bites. That's not a bad idea. And Jackie said that she's not sure if he would try it. He's doing BBBE from SAD. Eating butter isn't in his wheelhouse right now. Well, you know what? That's extreme. Going from SAD to BBBE. That's tough, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I don't know that I could have done that. Wow. Kudos to Jim, man. Give him some extra props, because that's hardcore. I'll tell you, I would have had so much struggle. I don't know that I could have done it. That would have been, I thought I was real unhappy simply going keto, and I made it work, and now I'm super pleased and I love it. But first going, man, I don't know if I had to be hardcore quite like that. I don't know that I could have succeeded, but I have a lot of issues, so you know. Oh, and Renee says everybody coming to the pre-cruise meetup will find out just how fun Houston driving can be. Let me tell you, I have driven in Houston. I have driven in a lot of places. I've driven in Boston. I will tell you, here in Ohio, down in Columbus, is literally the worst, because people do not know how to freaking follow rules of the road. It is a craziness. They don't know how to, they can't navigate a roundabout. What is up with that? It's like the best traffic control everywhere. Clovers and roundabouts. Traffic should be so smooth, but we are crazy. Oh, and Jackie says Jim's down 9 pounds and his sugar's gone from 400 plus to 95 a few days ago. In 14 days. That is amazing. Hey, does he feel weird with that big of a drop in the blood sugars? I mean, I realize that now he's gone to normal, but normal sometimes feels extraordinarily strange when you've been flying high for so long. And Brenda says she agrees, Columbus driving is madness. Yeah, it is crazy. I don't know, man, what has happened to people here, but they cannot drive for shit. And Susie says that she nearly got hit on the highway around Columbus. See, it's well known. People drive terrible here. Hungry Heath says, be a deer and come on over, but spelled it D-E-E-R. That's just terrible. And a little bit on the mean side considering recent events. So let's see. Blue Dove says, oh, the butter case is a great sandwich cheese. Maybe rolled up with cold cuts or melted on burgers. That sounds good. Let's see. S. Wilson says Orlando was for crazy when we went there before. People zoom right in front of you and an inch within your car. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I've driven in Florida, and you're right. It is a bit tough there, but I still say it is not as bad as here. And DC was also nothing compared to here. DC is crowded and fast and congested, but here they're just dumb. Sharon, Columbus is not better than Cincinnati. I disagree. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that one. It's maybe 6 or 7 years ago I would have thought so, but I don't know. I think now the biggest problem with Cincinnati is their signage is not great. You know where else there's some crazy driving? And it's not actually the driving part that's crazy, it's the roads. They have no logic to it. El Paso, Texas. It's so easy to get turned around and screwed up there. And you can accidentally be stuck and have to go to Mexico and go into Mexico and turn around and go back. Oh, S. Wilson, I'm sorry. S. Wilson says that is asking for us to keep our little dog Coco in prayer. She has hurt her little paw somehow and is limping. Oh, hope the vet's open tomorrow. Yeah. If Coco will let you take a look at her paws, check her claws and see if maybe she chewed one behind the quick a little bit. Sometimes they get exuberant, especially in the colder weather, because their claws feel different going outside, and so they want to trim them, and they self-trim by the chewing, and sometimes they accidentally catch them going back, or they catch it somewhere and break it. So, what kind of dog is Coco? There's lots of well wishes for Coco. Man, I wish Visual Keto was here tonight, because holy cow, it's tasty, almost chocolatey. It's so good. So I liked it the first time, and this is even better. Oh, and Renee mentions, or if she caught her dew claw if she still had it. Yes, that has happened to Dyson. He caught it once in the carpet, and he cried, and then he limped around, and then and I was feeling bad for him. But as it turned out, later, because he got a little spoiled, later he cried but was showing me the wrong paw, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So, oh, and Phil and Horty says, well, Renee says that this was the first time they've had a deer incident, so, and he's still decaying on the side of the road. Wow, I thought they were better about cleaning those up in a timely fashion. Oh, and S. Wilson says she was sitting beside her yesterday and yelped really loud, so we don't know if it's her arm or her leg. She's 11 years old, a 4.5-pound Yorkie, no dew claws. Oh, you know, Does she have arthritis, or these little babies are able to have that stuff? Oh, and Attila's talking about Houston. There's too much traffic. Add more freeways is their solution. And if you can't fit them, it's okay. You can just layer on top of each other. Yeah, okay, so that's the same problem that El Paso has, although maybe Houston's gotten worse since I drove there. Air Fry and Auntie says that Dyson pulled the Jan Brady. Yes, he's quite the character. But yeah, little dogs are prone to little paw injuries. Sometimes they can hurt their knees, and since your Yorkie's older, the arthritis in their joints can act up sometimes, and then they get a little twist. I'm not a vet, so I guess I would say wait for your vet, but you could probably call like a med vet hotline or an emergency vet and double check. But Dyson is about 5 pounds, and we can give him half a baby aspirin. So if you need to, you can probably give Coco half a baby aspirin to help his little paw. Oh, and S. Wilson says her little legs pop all the time when she walks. Yeah, small dog syndrome. And the warden says the dogs have such cute personalities. I have a picture, and I wanted to post it, but really, Dyson just like blends into the carpet, which is about the same color as this counter. So, but I had a picture where he was on a cushion on the floor while the cat was sleeping in the chair, in my good gaming chair, I might add. So, let's see what we've got here. I've missed some. I don't know. I think I missed some comment somewhere, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. So I've got the alarm to turn my stuff. So let me get my. Look at that. Yes, they definitely need more time. So we'll flip them. And looking at them, I think they need a couple extra minutes, so I'm going to add some time on. Added 3 extra minutes. So they'll go 7 more minutes. So 16 minutes, which seems about good. Probably that's because I was lazy and I don't want to scour down at the bottom. So I knew that I have to clean in there extensively, but I left the tray in the bottom with the tin foil to catch the grease and stuff so that I don't have to upend the air fryer. So sometimes that makes the cook take a little longer. Exchange student 2 said she was supposed to make fried green tomatoes but got full on the oxtail. Ooh. You had me thinking, you know what would be good? If we had fried green tomatoes this summer and we used this pork panko bacon dust for the coating and then fried them. Blue Dove says it was bad for a control freak like her. She couldn't let Tim drive more than a few hours and couldn't sleep if you paid me. Yeah, I'm all right with riding. I try to, and I can sleep. I can sleep easy peasy. And that works out nicely on times when I'm traveling any place with like Attila, like conventions and stuff, because he likes to put on a podcast. So I nap and he drives and listens to the podcast. Oh, Air Fried Annie says on Wednesday and Saturday, her coworker brings her Chihuahua Tucker with her. He loves when he's cooking the big brown. He loves when he's cooking and he gives her the big brown eyes every time. See, they know how to get you. I tell Dyson that I'm immune, even though he's giving me that look now. But nope, immune. Immune to cute, adorable looks. Oh, and Jackie, you're trying to figure out how to clean out the glass. I use window cleaner on it, And then after I use the window cleaner to get everything off of it, then I go over it with just like a wash rag and water to make sure I don't leave any cleanser on it. I will say that my glass has permanently stained, and that annoys the bejesus out of me. But I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. Oh, and Air Fryer Nanny is not immune to the big sad puppy eyes, the cutest dogs in the world looks, and that he shakes. Yes. Oh, Dyson is a Pomeranian, and he is a creamy colored one, and you know, I'll be honest, he's very spoiled. So, and then Exchange Student 2 is verifying. I am not doing a live stream next Sunday. When I go to conventions, I usually try to do one from the hotel room, but this time I am staff, and I have to be there to open the room, do all the running around during the day, and then I have to also then close the room at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I've got that open close problem. Yeah. And Jackie says Dyson needs screen time. I tell you what, I will give him some screen time when I'm doing some video recordings after the convention. He gets his screen time when he goes to meetings. He likes to sit on my lap during meetings and look at other people's cats. Oh, and Attila's making jokes about Chihuahuas, because they are just like the Pomeranians. Oh, the air fryer stopped. Oh, Jackie says she can cover the live if I'd like you to. She covered the RS case. That is up to you. You're welcome to have a live in the time slot. That would be delightful. I know people would enjoy it, and it gives them something to do. Let's see. But I don't have a big audience like RSK does. Nice. All right. So check these out. And okay, so this is like really, really good ground beef. So I cooked it a little short, because I did it to my liking. If you need your beef to be dark brown, then you're gonna add like another 3 minutes to this. But crispy, crispy, delightful coating. And we'll just cut into this baby. Also, I will be reheating them tomorrow, so I'm gonna slink around and bring this to the camera so that you can see them up close. So I say, I don't know. There you go. Not overcooked, but they're not runny either. And the coating is delightful, crunchy. Oh, I don't know if I got that on the camera. There we go. I'll show it again. All right. Now we run back around. So, let me get a napkin. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys that the bacon crumbles or the bacon powder, spectacular. 100% can recommend. So, okay, that bite's too big. I would like to shove that big bite in because I'm super hungry. At like 5:30, I was like, I wish I was going live now. But, So yeah, I could really go to town on these. They're delightful. But so there you go. Not quite your Scotch eggs, but they are great. And like I said, if you are BBBE and you do not use pork rinds in your BBBE journey, oh hey Rocky Mountain Girl, nice to see you. And I'm glad that you like the way it looks. It's very tasty. So, but if not, just skip that coating part. and mix the bacon powder into the ground beef directly. That would be how you would BBBE it. So let's see. Oh, and Jackie is saying she forgot she had oven cleaner. Yeah, I would recommend high heat steam before I would use oven cleaner in your air fryer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for it, Jackie. I think that would be great. I think people would love it if you had a live stream, and I'll post it on my community tab that no one ever gets to see because it doesn't have traction yet, but we'll do that, and we'll put it in the groups that you'll be having the live just instead. Maybe I'll be in between the activities and tune in. Highly unlikely. We have to tear down the whole convention on Sunday night. Last year I managed to go do a live stream, but I was not in charge. I only had one portion, and it was a lot smaller than what I have to do this year. So I was able to just like rip it all down and then be like, see ya, and disappear. But I know I can't do it. Have another bite. Oh, and Brenda says, Jackie can have your own show with the off-camera voice and the cat. Oh, it's 6:30 Eastern. So. Yeah, oh, and Air Fryer Andy says she might try the high heat steam. Yeah, steam is amazing at cleaning stuff. An exchange student too was saying she was considering carnivore or BBBE for February, but haven't committed yet. You know, whatever you want to try. I enjoy the occasional stretch of carnivore. I was pretty not happy on BBBE, but a lot of people do love it, and so kudos to them. And then Brenda's asking if I'm going to work on Monday, and the answer to that is a hard no. I actually have my hotel room Sunday night, and the thing is that the staff gets together Sunday night, and I figure I'll go and I will indulge in my glass of wine, and then I'm going to go back to my room and pass out before they party so hearty that somebody throws up irresponsibly, because that is not my scene. And you know, hey, whatever, but I plan to just simply go on the go to bed, and I will be exhausted after we have loaded a U-Haul and the ups of the whole weekend, being on all weekend. Yeah, I'm definitely going to I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep until I wake up naturally, and probably go back to sleep after that, and then check out at the last minute and come home and relax. Tuesday I'll go to work. Okay, and Jackie, thank you. That'll be awesome. I'm glad that that'll be nice. I think people will really enjoy having something on Sunday evenings. Oh, and Air Fryer Annie is saying, but cheese, sausage wrap, foldy bacon. I actually think I would do bacon on the outside of the cheese and sausage. Like, I would make my sausage patty, and then I would layer in the cheese and fold that up, and then I would wrap the bacon around it. I like the bacon on the outside. Oh, and just Jen Delaney says, well, we had a sausage party last week. Now you need a balls party. Scotch eggs, armadillo eggs, meatballs, balls. I agree. Balls. That's what we need. Hot, delicious balls. So. Oh, and Air Fryer Annie said she thought she would just put water in the air fryer and turn it up high. I don't know. That could work. I don't know. I don't know. That makes me kind of nervous, but I don't know why. I don't have any solid reason for that. But yeah, we're in favor of balls. Oh, Jackie says there might be UFC pay-per-view in the background. That's all right. I think that would be great fun. And Renee says she's seen one with an egg in the middle, avocado around that, and then wrapped in sausage and bacon. Ooh, avocado would be nice. But I have made mini meatloafs with the egg in the middle. I love that. And OP is chuckling. And Air Fry Nanny's asking how I would steam mine. Oh, I have a little steamer. So I would just use the little nozzle and go shh, steam it all up, and then scrub it. Jackie says the Bissell steam cleaner reviews aren't good. I'll tell you, my steam cleaner is not the latest and greatest, but it was dirt cheap. It's like some kind of off-brand import. I believe it's actually called Costco brand, and it's not related to Costco, the big store. I'll see if I can find it again. And the warden says she likes tacos best. You could do, ooh, you know what would be nice? Is these eggs with taco seasoning in the ground beef. Oh, I say yes to that. Oh, and OP says she would not put it on the air fryer mode so it doesn't fly around. If it has bake or roast, that would probably make it steamy. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, now our friend Annie says she's going to go ask the Buy Nothing site for a steamer now. Yeah, see if there's a little mean green machine. That's the steamer that we aspire to. So, these are so good. I love wrapped eggs. I know that Air Frying Annie doesn't love the eggs, but so this is not a recipe for Air Frying Annie. I kind of too bad that Carrie dropped off, because I told him that tonight's recipe would be Carrie friendly, because a lot of times they're not. But hopefully he gets it later, and also sees the changes that I have for if you don't use pork rinds. Oh yeah, and the warden concurs that it was just an awesome idea for the Friday night feast. Balls it is. Woo! Which I will also be missing the Friday night feast. Aw. I'll catch the replay though. That's what I'll do laying in bed on Monday. So. Ooh, Texas Dragon eggs. Yes. I vote yes. I don't even know what you're putting in them, but in my head I have some plans for Texas Dragon eggs, and I vote yes. 100%. Oh, and Jackie says that they're going to plan an indie meat up, but just going to be in the backyard and planning on making 2 to 3 pounds of meat per person. Should be delicious fun. That sounds great. You know, that's right. The KetOH-IO meetup is coming right up in February, and we're just going to copy what you guys did in Indy and do a Buffalo Wild Wings meetup. But I like that idea. I almost think that maybe I want to just reserve myself one of the Metro Park shelters and have like a nice big picnic with cooked meats. I think that sounds great. That's what my preference is now. But I really enjoyed the Buffalo Wild Wings, and they're the only wing place around here that fries in beef tallow or any kind of oil that I find appropriate for the majority. So, because I looked at other wings places, like I would have loved to have gone to Quaker Steak, but they use terrible oil. So, oh well. And actually, the one of the wings places that's right down the road, unfortunately, they have like 3 seats because it's mostly takeout. I'm gonna take another big giant bite. Only a 16-hour replay? That's fine. I'll leave it playing, and then I'll doze off, and then when I wake up, you guys can continue talking, and it'll just be my replacement, because what I have is the Dateline podcast, and I have all of them into a queue. So when I want to sleep at night, I like to have the background noise. So I have an earpiece that I let the Dateline play into, And so he just talks in my ear all night, and it helps me sleep. It's maybe a little bit weird, but it really works for me. And yes, Air Frying Annie is asking if those steamers will work on the tile grout in the kitchen. 100% it does. It does work. It cleans everything. Stuff that I thought was clean, I hit it with the steamer, and then I was mortified. So, yeah, I 100% recommend them. I don't know about the Bissell steamer. If it has bad reviews, maybe then not that one. But yep. Air Frying Annie says, Dateline in my ears without nightmares. Yes, it's because I don't actually hear the content, just the tone of his voice, and it's just right. And Renee says, listening to Hungry Heath will put me to sleep, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying 16 hours is a long time to be awake, and so it's inevitable. And Air Frying Annie says, tile with grout should be illegal in the kitchen. I concur. I agree. And Rocky Mountain Girl says they also work great in the bathroom, especially if you have little fries who miss the toilet. Yep, 100%. So, all right, guys. It is 7:30, and I am going to go ahead and sign out and eat this and one more of these. I'll have the next one tomorrow. But it was fantastic spending time with you, and I like showing my kitchen. Oh gosh, wait, I'm not gonna sign off. I want to show you something. So this is a dumb thing, but I'm gonna show it to you anyways. You know, in the grocery stores where they have like those little $5 and $10 plants that are like cactuses or Venus flytraps that little kids buy for Mother's Day. So I got one of those several years ago, and I was super happy. I was like, oh, how cute, a little cactus, and I live in Ohio, it'll die in a month. So let me show you. You know, they're like this big when you buy them for $5 at the grocery store. Let me get it. Oh, check it out, guys. It lives. So this was one of those little teeny cactuses, and somehow in my kitchen with poor lighting and not being very well cared for, it's not, you know what, I didn't do the core giveaway. Oh, I'm just like screwing up tonight. Let's do that too. Since you all are here, let's see. Is that showing? I'm gonna try and click and see what I'm showing. There we go. Let's do it. All right. Let's see. All right. After oh well, look at that. So 15 without the duplicates. So let's see what we got here. Oh, hey Renee. Check it out. So Renee, did you want core? If yes, say now. And if not, forever hold your peace. I'll wait a couple seconds for that to keep showing. All right, there we are. So yeah, so check it. So this dumb little cactus. Renee, let me know your shipping address again. I think I still have it, but just in case, send it off to me. radicalgeek42@gmail.com. So, but this is my glorious Mother's Day cactus that has somehow managed to live all these years. I also have a second one, and I have a barrel that has lived. So, all right, I'll get these 2 packets out to you. A full disclosure, probably going to be when I get back from OhioCon as opposed to before. So, I'm just so pleased to show you guys my big old giant cactus that somehow I've managed to. It's crazy, right? So, anyways, you guys have a great night. Is there anything else I forgot? I don't think so. So next Sunday, you'll tune in to Jackie's Jinx Journey. So, all right. Good night, everyone, for reals. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.